I'm Angie Lynn.
I'm Rowan Zeoli.
And I'm Jonathan Thomas, and this is the news. So Starbucks recently reported record revenue driven by Gen Z's love of posting customized drinks on social media. To entice baby boomers to post their drinks on social media, Starbucks is now offering cups covered in conspiracy theories.
The city of Houston had a gun buyback program recently, and it went about as well as you'd expect it to. Over 700 guns were brought back. And now there's one less gun owner in Texas.
President Biden proposed a rule to strengthen protections for gay and transgender people by prohibiting discrimination by federally funded healthcare providers. He was forced to compromise on several key issues, but don't worry, each patient will still be entitled to a crisp high five.
An attorney beat 124 other candidates to win the annual Ernest Hemingway lookalike contest. What set the attorney apart was the cream-colored sweater he was wearing and the fact that he was blackout drunk. So glad you guys got that. You're readers, this is a reading audience.
We're gonna find out if the audience is learned. Good job, audience.
The Mega Millions jackpot hit $1.3 billion last month, prompting broke family members everywhere to say, "You gotta play to win."
After almost 40 years, Klondike is discontinuing the Choco Taco, causing outcry on the internet. Listen. The thing with business is that they don't really discontinue stuff when people buy it. So, maybe you should have appreciated Choco Taco when she was here. Maybe came home early. Maybe told her she was pretty. Maybe you take her out to dinner. Would that have been so hard? No, but now she's gone. And the only thing in your freezer is regret. I made that movie.
A Polish scientist has classified domestic cats as invasive alien species. The scientist made this classification because of the damage cats have been recently causing to the local bird population and his couch.
In response to a class action lawsuit for stealing customers' data, Tim Hortons did the most Canadian thing possible. Offered a free coffee and pastry to say, "We're sorry." You do have to download the app though. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know who this is for.
It's for me. It's 100% for me. Tim Hortons slaps and I will fight anyone in this room who doesn't agree with me. It's amazing.
There's one Canadian clapping back there.
Yes, there is.
We know who you are.
You all need to come to Jesus, and by Jesus I mean Tim Hortons. Also, I'm not from Canada. Hashtag not sponsored. Former Republican Democrat officials are teaming up to form a new political party called Forward. I didn't make that, that's what it is. I just got that from the internet, that's their slogan. It's going well so far. They promise moderate policies that will appeal to more voters and a safe space where no one has to pretend that they're a Democrat. You mad?
So we're now months into the recent monkeypox outbreak, and the World Health Organization finally advised gay and bisexual men to limit their sexual partners. Trust me when I tell you, we figured that out ourselves. The timing of this advice was so delayed, it would be like if in August of 2020, Dr. Fauci advised Americans to not have in-person choir practice in the ICU of a hospital.
Jennifer Lawrence and Ben Affleck got married in a drive-thru chapel in Vegas this month, reminding us that no one is too hot or successful to hit rock bottom.
An airline passenger in Australia was fined over $1,800 when 2 undisclosed Egg McMuffins were found in her baggage. The passenger was caught when asked a standard question by airport security, "Are those 2 undeclared Egg McMuffins in your baggage, or are you just happy to see me?" I like that one. You don't have to. Sometimes the joke is for me. Excuse me. Say it with your chest.
Okay. Republican Congressman Glenn Thompson, seen here regretting he didn't get seconds, attending his gay son's wedding 3 days after voting against same-sex marriage. Apparently, Thompson planned to vote in favor of same-sex marriage, but changed his mind because his son planned a destination wedding. They are the worst.
In response to rising costs, California is going to make its own insulin. If it's free reign, I'm going to start making my own Adderall. I'm teaming up with my high school chemistry teacher.
In South Korea, an ad for garlic is under fire. This is a screenshot from the actual ad to let you know where this is going. It's under fire for suggestive language. It calls the product hard, extra thick. Critics are saying the ad is inappropriate and sexually objectifies garlic, and they would like to remind us all that garlic has worth beyond giving head. See, this is a smart audience. We were worried they weren't going to get it, but they did.
You guys are crushing it.
You guys are doing so well. You're welcome.
Spain's prime minister has asked government officials and people working in the private sector to save energy by giving up wearing neckties at work. And Canadian's prime minister has gone one step further by outlawing shirts.
And sparking a new Pornhub category, climate change.
The nation of Colombia recently banned iPhones, which Apple is calling a human rights violation. Apple is acting like a grounded teenager yelling at their mom, which feels even more accurate when you learn it's because Apple hasn't been paying licensing fees to the company that designs iPhones. And if you just learned that Apple doesn't design iPhones, welcome to America, everything's stolen, fuck you.
California is considering extending last call to 4 a.m. in certain parts of California, I guess. Critics concerned about an increase in drunk driving include the LAPD and 6 a.m. spin cycle instructors. I know, you guys are doing so well. We were like, you're not gonna get it on Wednesday, but you're getting them all. You guys are doing so well. 10 out of 10.
New York is estimated to receive 56 million visitors in 2022, a 70% surge from 2021. Most tourists coming to the city will visit the Statue of Liberty, see a Broadway play, and stand still in the middle of a sidewalk.
Starbucks hired former CIA and State Department officer Amanda Stanfill in response to a growing unionization effort for baristas. The coffee chain was looking for someone with a knowledge of Excel and 10 plus years experience destabilizing governments.
The Newport Folk Festival included a stage powered by audience members riding stationary bikes, because what else is there to do with all those unwanted Peloton bikes? Audience members took turns riding bikes for the first part of the show, but by the end of the show, the bikes were mostly being used for clothes hangers.
The House passed a bill banning the ownership of exotic cats. Senate Republicans are likely to vote this bill through, though, because it bans lions and tigers and says nothing about bears' arms at all.
So they still got it. They read the Constitution.
A 58-year-old woman was arrested driving a golf cart along a Florida highway with an open bottle of Jack Daniel's Fire Whiskey. She's being charged for disorderly public intoxication and drinking Fireball over the age of 18.
A string of shark attacks off of Long Island have occurred this summer because juvenile sharks are mistaking human feet for fish. Yeah, human feet mistaken for fish was also the original recipe for McDonald's fish fillet. Officially fans.
From the Dominican Republic to Barbados, record amounts of seaweed are choking shores in the Caribbean. Said the shores. Harder, Daddy.